Good afternoon or good morning again. We'll get started with 5.2, strengthening relationships with active listening. I think sometimes we do not think of listening as it relates to our relationships. So I've highlighted a few things that I think kind of focus us on the primary reason for being a good listener. We must show that we value the other person professionally, personally, or both. And again, that sounds great, but I'm very much into concrete. So that's why I've highlighted the entire second graph there. Many ways to exist to demonstrate another person's value to you, professionally or personally. Some of the most powerful methods include keeping promises, giving honest appreciation and approval, resolving conflicts so that both people win. And when there you have to define, that doesn't mean both finish the cross the finish line at the same time. Staying in touch, speaking well of someone when talking to others or when they're not around. Those are some ways. Keeping your word, being honest, showing up on time. These are all ways to show people you value and respect them. Demonstrating the high esteem with which you value another person. One of the best ways is active listening. Not just listening, active listening, which probably means hearing too. So what does that mean? Good listeners, according to the author, by contrast, depends on what he said before, clear their minds and listen for the entire message. That includes the words, the tone, the gestures, the facial, because that is the entire message. It's not just hello. If someone says hello, it's not a positive thing. If someone says hello, it's positive. So that's what that means, the entire message. Listening actively means accepting 100% responsibility for receiving the same message that the speaker sent, uncontaminated or uninfluenced by your own thoughts or feelings. Maybe uninfluenced, uncontaminated sounds pretty strong, but I have to listen to what the person is saying, not what I think they're saying, not what I want them to say, what they're saying. And it really is good, this word right here, responsibility. We are responsible for listening. Always creators always put themselves in a position of responsibility. And I think this is amazing. Active listening. You send this message. I value you so much. You are so important to me that I'm doing my very best to see the world through your eyes, to hear your message. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, so how can you listen actively? And there's a lot of ways. I've highlighted a few that keep coming up in my life or in my relationships. So you listen to understand. A lot of people, you know, don't form the answer before you even finish listening. Listen to understand. Clear your mind. Remain silent. It doesn't mean you can't say, could you, boy, I missed something, but be open. Do make some sign that you're listening. I took this a long time ago. I stopped. I forced myself to stop inserting comments while I was listening. In face to face, they could see that I was nodding. On the phone, they couldn't, and I can't tell you the number of times that people would say, "Are you still there?" Because I wouldn't say anything. I have to force myself to make a sign, yes, so that they know I'm still listening. Okay, what I highlighted here was way down in step 3. This is what I meant up here. Ask the person to expand or clarify if you don't understand something. I love examples, and I love the example from the speaker. Why? Because my example and how I understand it may be completely different from the speaker. If you can explain something in a different way. One of the best compliments I ever got as a teacher was a student said they liked the way that I took the same concept structure but explained it differently. So that really helps. And this is, if I had to put a great big number 1 on active listening and effective listening, it would be this right here. restate what you heard to the speaker with the ideas and the emotions as accurately as you can, as completely as you can. Say, this is what I heard. Is this what you said? And it is amazing what will follow from that. Okay? All right. Again, active listening is about relationships, about caring enough to really want to hear and understand what somebody's saying to you. But it also helps you very much understand new information. It helps you learn, because if you're able to say to a professor, I wasn't quite sure what you meant when you said the economic importance of, I don't know, I'm trying to make this up off the cuff, lower oil price. In the paper yesterday, lower oil prices, gas prices, means that Social Security recipients aren't going to get a raise. I had to read the article twice. No, I don't get Social Security yet, but so be ready to ask. It'll help you learn better. And if you can explain something to someone else, you know it. Okay? Okay, so that takes us for active listening, and now you're going to go into the journal entry. Okay, take it easy. I'll see you soon.